5 months. That is how long Caitlin Clark was away from competitive basketball. 5 months of whispers, doubts, and questions about whether the woman who shattered 62 records in her rookie season would ever return to form. When she walked into Team USA camp this year, every eye in the building was locked on her. What happened next left coaches speechless and proved every doubter dead wrong. Before we dive into what exactly went down at this camp and why it changes everything we thought we knew about the 2026 World Cup roster, make sure you hit that subscribe button and drop a like on this video. Trust me, you are going to want to stick around for what we are about to reveal. Let us rewind for a moment because the context here matters. Caitlin Clark's rookie season with the Indiana Fever was nothing short of historic. We are talking about a player who broke 62 records in a single season. 62! That number alone is absolutely insane when you think about it. She was recording triple-doubles like it was nothing, hitting shots from half court, and fundamentally changing the way people watch the WNBA. Television ratings exploded. Arenas sold out. Jersey sales went through the roof. Clark was not just a basketball player anymore. She was a cultural phenomenon. But here is where things took a dark turn that nobody saw coming. Her sophomore season became an absolute nightmare. One injury led to another, then another. And suddenly, the woman who had rewritten the record books could barely stay on the court. Clark herself described the frustration perfectly when she said that the challenge was dealing with one injury that got a little better, but then continued to compound and get worse with other things popping up. She managed just 13 games the entire season, 13 games after breaking 62 records as a rookie. The basketball world started whispering, and those whispers were not kind. Could she come back? Would the injuries keep piling up? Was her historic rookie year just a flash in the pan? These questions hung over Clark like a dark cloud for months. What happened next would shock everyone. When Clark walked into Team USA camp, she had not played competitive basketball in nearly 5 months, 5 months away from the game that made her famous. The stakes could not have been higher. This was not just any practice session. This was her audition for the 2026 World Cup team and the 2028 Olympics in Los Angeles. Every coach, every analyst, every camera was focused on her first touches of the basketball. Clark admitted she felt nervous walking in, but that nervousness disappeared the moment she touched the ball during warm-ups. She said that once she started warming up before practice even began, that is when she felt comfortable. But comfortable does not even begin to describe what unfolded next. She declared herself 100% healthy, and then went out and proved it on the court. Her shots fell like they never left. Her passes found their targets with surgical precision. Her court vision looked sharper than ever before. She pushed tempo like the Clark of old, creating fast break opportunities and finding teammates in perfect positions. The woman who averaged 16.5 points and 8.8 assists in those 13 healthy games looked completely locked in and ready for war. But that was not the whole story. Coach Cara Lawson watched Clark work and could not hide her amazement. "She looked good on both ends," Lawson said after practice. Now that might sound like a simple statement, but trust me when I say it carries massive weight. Clark had not missed a beat, according to the coaching staff. After 5 months away and a season full of injuries, she looked like the record-breaking rookie all over again. Maybe even better. What really caught everyone's attention was her speed. We saw it on that step-back three during the first day of practice, but there was a play on day 2 that had everyone buzzing. Clark gets a dribble handoff from Aaliyah Boston, and the way she turns the corner and how quickly she gets downhill is absolutely remarkable. She comes flying down with great intent and delivers a perfect pass to Jackie Young. The speed is back. The explosiveness is back. Caitlin Clark is back. Here is where things get really interesting, though. One moment during practice made Sue Bird, the managing director of USA Basketball, and the entire coaching staff realized they were watching something special. Clark found Aaliyah Boston cutting to the basket with a pass that seemed to defy the laws of physics. The ball arrived exactly where Boston needed it precisely when she needed it. Boston smiled as she finished the play, and Clark grinned right back. The two Indiana Fever teammates had just shown Team USA exactly what real chemistry looks like. Building team chemistry usually takes weeks or months in camp settings. Players need time to learn each other's tendencies, timing, and preferred spots on the court. Most guards struggle to find big players in traffic or deliver passes at the right speed. But Clark and Boston already knew each other's games inside and out. They had spent an entire season together with the Fever, learning how to read each other's movements and create scoring opportunities even when defenses collapsed on them. Their connection became obvious to coaches within minutes. Clark would grab a defensive rebound and immediately push tempo, scanning the court for Boston sprinting down the floor. Boston would establish position in the post, and Clark would thread passes through defenders that other guards could not even see. The timing was perfect. The execution was flawless. Boston knew exactly where Clark's passes would arrive, and Clark knew exactly where Boston wanted the ball. This is what makes Caitlin Clark so special, and coaches are finally starting to understand it at the national level. Even when her shot is not falling, she remains an absolute weapon on the court. The gravity she holds is remarkable. Teams cannot afford to leave her open just because she missed 1, 2, or 3 shots. They know she can get hot at any moment. That respect, that fear opponents have of her shooting ability, is what opens up defenses for everyone else. Watch any play where Clark has the ball, and you will see defenders cheating toward her, leaving teammates wide open in the corners or cutting to the basket. Quick question for you watching right now. Do you think Clark and Boston should start together for Team USA at the 2026 World Cup? Drop your answer in the comments below, because we want to hear your thoughts on this. The tempo changes Clark brings to the court are even more impressive when you break them down. She grabs rebounds and immediately pushes the pace, creating fast break opportunities before defenses can even set up. Boston runs the floor hard, knowing Clark will reward her effort with easy baskets. Other players started following their lead at camp, sprinting down court because they knew Clark would find them if they got open. Clark's playmaking elevated everyone's performance at Team USA camp, not just Boston's. She found Jackie Young cutting for a layup that had the coaching staff nodding in approval. The pass arrived perfectly in stride, allowing Young to finish without breaking momentum. Clark and Young showed the same seamless backcourt connection that could anchor Team USA's starting lineup for years to come. What the experts are saying might surprise you. Analysts who watched the camp footage noted that you cannot rule anything out when it comes to Clark and the other guards on this roster. Jackie Young knows how to do almost everything on the court, and she would absolutely thrive playing alongside Caitlin Clark. The combination of Clark's playmaking, Young's versatility, and Boston's interior presence creates a terrifying trio that opposing teams will have nightmares about. The positive energy between Clark and Boston was infectious throughout practice. They smiled constantly, communicating without words after years of playing together at the professional level. This is not something you can manufacture in a few weeks of camp. This is the result of genuine friendship and basketball chemistry built through shared experiences. Here's what nobody is talking about, though. Clark's joy was obvious to everyone watching. She said her main goal for that day was just to smile and have fun, and that smile never left her face during practice. She had her game back, her health back, and most importantly, her confidence back. The entire dynamic at Team USA camp shifted the moment Clark proved she was truly healthy again. Other players fed off her energy. The pace of practice increased. The intensity went up several notches. Sue Bird, who knows a thing or two about being a legendary point guard, could not hide her excitement watching Clark push tempo, hit knockdown threes, and create chemistry that screamed starting lineup material. This is exactly what USA basketball needs heading into a critical stretch of international competition. The 2026 FIBA Women's Basketball World Cup is right around the corner, and the stakes have never been higher. Team USA wants to continue their dominance on the world stage, and having a healthy Caitlin Clark in the lineup changes everything. Her ability to stretch defenses with her deep three-point shooting, combined with her elite passing and court vision, gives USA basketball options that other countries simply cannot match. But wait, there is more to this story. Clark's return to health means the Indiana Fever are also getting their superstar back at full strength. Sophie Cunningham, who joined the Fever roster this year after leaving Phoenix, now gets to play alongside a fully healthy Clark. The combination of Cunningham's toughness, shooting ability, and defensive intensity with Clark's playmaking creates a backcourt that can compete with anyone in the WNBA. The Fever faithful have been waiting for this moment. After watching their franchise player struggle through injuries and limited appearances, they finally have hope again. Clark returning to form is not just good news for Team USA. It is massive news for Indiana basketball and the WNBA as a whole. When Clark plays, ratings go up, attendance increases. The entire league benefits from having its biggest star healthy and performing at the highest level. What does this mean for the future? Looking ahead to the 2028 Olympics in Los Angeles, Clark will be in the prime of her career. If she can stay healthy, and all signs from Team USA camp suggest she is on the right track, she could be the face of women's basketball on the biggest stage in the world. The home crowd advantage of playing in Los Angeles, combined with Clark's superstar status, could create moments that define the sport for a generation. The coaching staff at Team USA camp saw enough in these practice sessions to be confident about the direction of the program. Clark proved she belongs on this roster. She proved the injuries are behind her. She proved that the woman who broke 62 records as a rookie is not just back, she might be even better than before. Clark described the feeling of returning to the court as something that made her smile quite a bit. She felt like herself out there for the first time in months. After getting her lungs back and moving really well, she found the experience satisfying in a way that only athletes who have overcome serious injuries can understand. The basketball world should take notice. Caitlin Clark is healthy. Caitlin Clark is hungry. And Caitlin Clark is ready to dominate at every level of the game. If you made it this far in the video, you are clearly a real one. Make sure to subscribe to the channel so you do not miss any updates on Clark, Team USA, and everything happening in the WNBA this year. Hit that notification bell so you are the first to know when we drop new content. And leave a comment below letting us know what you think about Clark's chances to lead Team USA to gold. We read every single comment and love hearing from our community. The comeback is complete. The doubters have been silenced. And the best point guard in women's basketball is just getting started.